Welcome back everyone to the channel. My name is Peacekeeping. Today for you guys we are on the Town Hall 15, and what are we going to be going through today? The brand new balance changes for the June update has just dropped today. You'll probably see this video a couple of days after, but the June balance changes have dropped, and as you guys can see, it ranges from Town Hall 10 to Town Hall 16. So they're giving a little bit more love to the Town Hall, to the lower Town Halls. But let's see what it is. So in today's maintenance, we are implementing this balance changes. We are buffing and nerfing many defenses and troops ranging from Town 10 to Town 16. So let's just check out all of the different changes to these. So the changes of defenses. Okay, so defenses at Town Hall 10. Total 10, they're dropping the Visitors HP, their hit points. So from 1680 to 1600. Okay, so different hit points for the Visitor Total 9. The Total 10 as well. They also have from 2000 to 1900. Total 11 to 2240 to 2120. So they're giving a little bit nerfs to the lower town halls at town hall 10 and stuff. So it's interesting to see. I was expecting debuffs, to be honest, at the lower town halls. I'm not a town hall 10, so I don't know how. I haven't been a town hall 10 in such a long time. So whoever's town hall 10 or anything below, please let me know if you see a massive change. I still believe that the lower town halls were a little easier though, but I may digress. I'm not 100% sure at all. I'm only 15 and 16, so I can only talk on that standpoint. So Visitors 2011, as well as you can just read through and just see all the different changes as well. But Town Hall 15, no changes. No changes to the Visitors at Town Hall 15. Interesting. Um, I was expecting to see a decrease in a way. I would, to be honest, it hasn't feel any different. With the debuffs, I have done one hit with one of the troops that were debuffed as well. We will get into that a little bit later. But this is probably the first troop in Clash Clans history that has been debuffed 3 times in a row. We'll get into that a little later. The Eagle Artillery definitely got some debuffs as well. Interesting to see. I felt that the lower town halls were in a good place. Like I said, I made a digress just because of where I am at right now. But to me, I thought that the lower town halls were at a decent standpoint. I thought it would just been 16 that needed to be reworked. So they did do a recent change at 15 too, where they had a lot of debuffs, which was interesting. So seeing that now, it still seems a little weird, but they're already in the game, so we just have to go along with it. So you got artillery at level 6, which is max for town 15. Massive decrease from 500 to 475. That's a big change. The Eagles definitely gonna be hitting very less. So probably see a little bit more 3 stars at the lower town halls. I still believe that there were a lot of triples in the lower town halls, but like I said, may digress. You never know how it goes. So the Inferno Towers, the multi-targeting mode. So they're getting, some are losing a lot from level 4 Town Hall 11. It only loses 5 DPS. The multi Inferno Tower at Town Hall 11 loses 10. That's a big change. Inferno Tower from 70 to 55, 85 to 65 at Town Hall 13, 100 to 80 at Town Hall 14, and the multi-target Inferno Tower at 15, we only lose 10. So at Town Hall 12, that seems like a massive change from 7 to 55, and then Town Hall 13, 85 to 65, and then 100 to 80. Seems like a big drop, very big drop. Now the single, I won't see anything from the 60 to 1600. That's from 60 is just its first touch and then ramping up. And then it changes from 1150 up to 1500. Single target again for 12, 70, which 70 to 1800 was the old, and now 55 to 1600. You can see these changes are massive. They seem like very little in numbers, but these are some very massive changes. If you just look at it, if you just play and feel, it's gonna be there's probably gonna be way more triples and very less defenses. Yeah, especially so there's probably gonna be a lot more triples added to town halls, as well. So town 13, 85 to 2000, 65 to 1800, town 14, 100 to 2200, 1880 to 80 to 2100. So that's town 14. And now town 15, 110 to 2400, and then 100 to 2300. So pretty big changes, to be honest. Like I said, so there's a lot of balance changes that we definitely need to go through. We also reduced the damage per second on several other defenses. Oh, so Archer Towers got a decrease. Interesting. So a lot of defenses got um reduction. So Archer Towers, as we can see, Inferno Towers, Eagle, Wizard Towers. So there's been a ton of changes, as we can see, and it's basically almost all the levels from Tower 10 to level 12. That loses one. Tower 10, um, that loses two. So 90 to 82. That's just Town 11 because some defenses have two levels to upgrade them to. So you can see Town 10 army gets two levels, Town 11 two levels as well, and goes on so forth, so on so forth. Town 12 105 to 90. Then the next level 110 to 100. Other Archer Towers Town 13. Just gonna scroll through, just slowly scrolling so that you all guys can read it. If we need to pause, we can. The Expos as well, a massive change. 90 to 85. So the old was 19, it was going on 85, so only loses 5. 11. So you can see that these are some massive changes. Oh, and the weapon also got decreased. So Tower 12, as you guys know, weapon has 5 levels. So the first level, which is his base level, 120 to 100. So that loses 20. The next level, which is level 2, 140 to 120, so it loses 20. The next one, 140 to 120, 160 to 140, 160 to 140, 160, and that's the end. That's literally level 5 at its max weapon. 160 to 140. 140 is going to be its new number. 160 was its old. Town 13. We're just going to go through first weapon, 160 to 140, 180 to 160, 200 to 180, 220 to 200, 240 to 220. And that is the max base for the weapon at Town 13. Moving on to Town 14. 240, 220, 250, 235, 260, 250, 270, 265. And that's the max for Town 14. Now the death damage, I'm just going to slow through the death damage. There's a massive changes. 1,000 to only 500. You can see the massive changes to the weapon and the town hall itself. So it was expecting a lot of these changes. To be honest, it may not feel like you have to even use the warden's ability through the town hall at this point, because of how much damage is being taken away from the town hall itself. So town 14, I'm just gonna scroll through just so you guys can read all the different numbers for the different weapons. Town 14, 1,000 to 900. The cannons, a lot of defenses got a lot of changes. Cannons, 105 to 100, 150 to 105, 120 to 110, 125 to 115, 130 to 125, 140 to 135. And that is all the cannons for the lower town halls, and basically 11 to 13. Now, moving on to the troops. We'll get over to the troop that got its next debuff. You've probably seen it already. So the Hog Rider at Town Hall 11, level 7, its old DPS was 135, and now the new DPS is 140. So Hog Rider is getting a little bit of buff at the lower Town Hall. So level 8, Town Hall 12, 140 to 155. Level 9, Town 12, 161 to 165. So not massive change, but a change nonetheless. You can see you can definitely feel the change when you're using it. Hardware level 10, which is Town 13, 134 to 176. And now the bowler. We get to see the bowler get a little bit of love. Level 2 at Town 10, 170 to 172. Town Hall 11, 180, 84. Level 4, 90 to 96. 13, 96 to 102. Bowlers at Town 14, 102 to 108. And now the Valkyries. So the Valkyries are getting a little bit. Ooh, my god, this gonna just give me a sec. Okay, we're back. Sorry about that. My internet just dropped off for a little bit. So we were on to the Valkyrie. So Valkyrie get a little bit more love. 163 to 167. Town 12, 178 to 185. Town 13, 193 to 196. So that's just 3 extra DPS. Now the Witches are getting a little bit more upgrade as well. The Witches are really strong at Town 11, as I know for sure. So they just could be a little more stronger. And the Super Troop variant is probably going to be stronger as well. 165 to 185. And now the Root Riders. This is one of the more massive changes for the Root Riders. I believe this is the first troop to ever get a debuff 3 straight times in a row. So, Town Hall 15, we unlock the Root Riders. The normal damage that they did 190, sorry. Their old DPS, because their old DPS at that level, they currently did 190 DPS. Now at 15, they only do 95 DPS. Massive change there already. The Root Raiders at Town 15 again, because they get 2 levels. The second level to 10 to 105. Another massive change for the Root Raiders. I was expecting another nerf to them, because I knew that when they were so strong, they got their first nerf. Their second nerf, they were so really strong. I knew that they were getting another nerf. And that feeling, they either, when they got their third nerf, if they're still really strong, my guess is they would just rework the Root Rider entirely. I don't think they're going to take over the game, because why would they? You're not going to really bring a troop into the game, nerf it 3 times, and then take it out, because what would be the point? So my guess is they're probably going to rework the Root Riders again if it works out, or this is probably going to be their last and final nerf for the Root Riders. So Root Riders are level 3, which is max for Town 16, and 230 to 115 as well. So we've seen that there as well. So also some different changes to hit points for several troops. Bowlers got a nice HP increase by 15. 25. Level 2, 380, 385 to 420, 420, 470. I'm just gonna slowly throw the Golem also a little bit of love as well. Not a big change at Town 11, because its base, it seems pretty okay there. That's the first level. Then second level, they get extra 100. Town 12, 7,200 to 7,500. I'm just gonna slowly go through from Town 12, Town 13, 14. So got a decent amount of changes there as well. Now the Root Raiders again, their old changes as well. So level 1, 6,300 to 6,200, and this is basically going off from their HP. So they got a decrease in HP and a decrease in damage per second that they would do. Root Raiders level 2. 6,650 to 6,350 on their health, and then Root Raiders at the final level, they only ended up losing 500 health. So that is the mix of all of the balance changes for the June update. Let me know down below what you guys think of the Root Raider change. Do you think the Root Raiders should have been reworked? Because I can definitely make a new video on that if need be. But as if me, hope you guys did enjoy. I am using the Root Raiders right now on the 15th just to see how massive the change may feel, because I'm basically just hitting a lot of 16s for the loot. But we'll see how that goes. But that's it for me. See you guys next time.